to another exciting episode of Galactivated Yoga on the Beach. Friday edition. Crystar Galactica, your fairy god sis. St. Joe Narcata, beat master extraordinaire, bringing beats to the mix. We got little Princess Charlie right here, our little fairy dog sis. And we're happy to be here with all of you super friends. Tune in on live YouTube, TikTok streams, and our friends here on the beach. Thank you for being here today with me. Galactivators. We're going to stretch, we're going to breathe, we're going to go inward, we're going to receive, we're going to integrate all these magical galactic streams. And as we settle in and prepare to receive our galactivations today, I'd like to share what's going on galactically, super friends. So finding that straight head, neck, and spine, and finding your breath flowing freely inside. We just completed our lunar moon of challenge and are entering into the electric moon of service. So the challenge has made us strong and stable.
Want one? If you want, you can borrow this one. Oh, okay.
Strong, grounded, present, stable in the presence of all of life's challenges, and beginning to electrify our ability to bond with the positive, the protons in life, positive frequencies and everything. Today we are entering into this electric moon of service, the totem animal of the deer. So today our crown chakra is receiving its spiritual initiation, and it is the Blue Planetary Eagle Day. So today we are getting imprinted with that higher mind, the visionary mind, the eagle mind, being able to see the big picture and see from broader perspective and connect to that planetary wholeness and begin to see the planet as a living master organism, as a higher intelligence that drives us all, just like the birds and the bees, that our mind is also plugged into this queen bee consciousness, or this higher mind, this super conscious self. And this is what the gift of yoga is plugging us in to this super consciousness, Paramashiva, the ultimate bliss. And from this place, being in that avatar state and simply downloading from the Akash, that living library, receiving all the information we need, everything we require in the present moment to satisfy our wants, our desires, our needs, our curiosities, our being. So I invite you to look up at your third eye, super friends. Visualize yourself with a horse, an eagle, a falcon egg inside your third eye that's cracking open today and opening those ajna, third eye chakras, wings to the left and the right side. And envision that Sushumna Nadi, that center line on the inside. And then let's inhale and bring our arms up to the sky, palms together, leaning back, placing our intention between our palms. As we breathe in, and then as we exhale, let's bring those hands in front of that third eye. Just begin to visualize. See yourself being filled with light, life force, vitality, creativity, prosperity, beauty, wealth and health and happiness, vitality, creativity, financial prosperity, emotional stability, radiant health and vitality, happiness, joy, and a beautiful community. And then just bring our hands down into our heart, just bowing our heads to our heart, and just ask our divine, that breath of life to fuse us with fire today, to flow through us like water today, to uplift us like air today, to surround us as space today, and to embody us as earth today. Om Namah Shivaya. Let's give our arms up to the sky, bring our hands around and shift the crossing of our legs, bringing the other leg on the top. And then hands onto our knees. Let's inhale, lift our heart forward. Exhale, straighten our arms, tuck our chin, lean back. Inhale, lift our heart. Exhale, straighten our arms, lean back. Inhale, lift our heart. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, coming to center. Let's take our arms up to the sky. Focus on our intention. And then we'll place that right hand down, left arm up, leaning over towards that right side of your flexion. Inhaling, arms up to center. Exhale, leaning to the left side, left hand down, right arm up and over, stretching into your side body. Inhale, rising up, palms together, lean back, look up, big smile. And then as we exhale, fold forward, walk our hands forward, tuck our chin under, deep breath. Sorry, dog. Hey, buddy. And inhaling, rising on up. Let's unwind these legs and stretch them out. And we'll take it into a forward fold. So inhaling our arms up high and exhale, hinge at the waist, fold forward, tucking our chin. Shivaya. Deep breath in through our nose, out through our nose. deep inhale, rising on up. And then let's open up our legs to the side, coming into a front splits. Lift our hearts up high as we breathe in. And as we exhale, let's walk our hands forward. So be aware of our crown chakra, Sahasrara. Visualize like a sunflower where that crown of your head is, where your hair follicles originate in spiral. Visualize that Fibonacci sequence, spiral. Like a sunflower, 1,000 petals opening at the top of your head, each hair follicle. Light passing into your body, gamma rays as you breathe, X-rays as you breathe, ultraviolet rays as you breathe. Om Namah Shivaya as we walk our hands over to the right side, framing that right foot, stretching our side body, still flexing those yogi toes, lifting our hearts, smiling, breathing. And bringing this hand down, let's walk ourselves through center and over to the left side. Breathing in and bringing ourselves back to center. We're going to fold forward one more time. Om Namah Shivaya. And walking ourselves back up. Let's swim those legs around and bringing ourselves into a tabletop. I think YouTube is frozen. Knees under our hips. As we inhale, let's drop our belly, lift our drishti. And as we exhale, arch our spine, drop our crown. Flowing with our breath. Drop our belly, lift our gaze for cow. Breathing out, press to the ground, arch your spine, drop your crown, pull those hips forward for cat. on back to center. Let's make some spirals with our spine. One direction and the other direction. Coming on back to center. Let's curl those toes, press into the ground, lift our knees, and push up and back into a downward dog. Press into the ground, reach those heels down, lift our hips high, let our head fall between our arms, roll the shoulders back and away from each other. Bending one knee at a time to reach that opposite heel down. Om Ganganapataye Namaha. Om Ganganapataye Namaha. Om Ganganapataye Namaha. Let's inhale and shift our weight forward to plank. And as we exhale, lower on down to the ground. Inhale, peel our hearts up. Cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, press back up to a tabletop. Knees under our hips, cat-cow, move that spine around. Today's crown chakra initiation day, or our electric moon of service, so that we can bond with the earth like a dear patronus to protect us, activate us in our service to life, your ikigai. So let's play with connecting our crown to the ground. So shifting our weight forward and bringing our crown down. Let's bring our hands where we can see them and our elbows up, making a tripod shape. And then from here, you're welcome to straighten your legs and walk your feet up towards your hands. And just breathe. And if this feels good and you want to bring your knees to your upper arms, you come into a tripod inversion, you're welcome to. Check for those 90-degree angles in your hands, your forearms, shoulders. And if you want to play with going into headstand, you're welcome to. Just breathe and look up into that third eye. And then when you're ready to come out of it, we'll meet in a child's pose. Meeting on down on the ground. Third eye cracking open like an egg as we bring ourselves up to seated. Now, let's sit on our legs And then if it feels good, you can move your feet to the sides and sit down between your legs. And as we breathe in, let's bring this right arm across our body. Or I should say left arm, I'll be your mirror. Left arm across your body, right arm underneath. Grab that upper arm, pull it. Fingers facing up, palm out. And use that right arm to pull that upper arm over to the side, straightening that arm and twisting our neck the opposite way. We are the mirror. Stretching your eyes, deep breath. Inhaling our arms open, lifting our head and chin up and back. Let's stick our tongue out, lion's breath. Breathing in and guiding this right arm now across our body. Left arm underneath, grab that upper arm. Fingers up, palm out, twisting our neck the opposite way. Like you're pressing that hand against a wall. Fingers going up to the sky on this right hand. Turning our neck, big smile, lifting that gaze upward. Pulling those fingers back towards your face. Inhaling, arms open, leaning back, looking on up. Once again, play with some powerful lion's breath. All right, super friends, bringing our hands to our hearts and then bringing them back behind us. Gently, slowly, mindfully, breath awarely, walking ourselves back. Maybe you make your way onto your elbows or your forearms. Maybe you make your way all the way down to your backside. Just breathe and let your body slowly surrender into the asana. Om Namah Shivaya. And slowly coming on up, walking our hands forward, sending those thighs back, coming down onto our thighs into a cobra or a sphinx pose. Visualize that third eye cracking open. Thunderbolt of lightning right in that Sushumna Nadi.
Very, very frightening.
But it's not scary, it's galactivated. And the third eye opens up with super dragon vision. Buzzing like the queen bee. And now, super friends, let's come down onto our bellies and bend our knees and reach back with one hand at a time, grabbing our neighbor, grabbing your ankles. And as you inhale, stretch those legs up, lift our heart up, big smile. Squeeze those knees together. Look up at that third eye. Visualize yourself as a bow. Being of service in this beautiful life. One more breath. And exhale, release. Hands come down, pushing up into a cobra. And lowering down. Curl those toes. Deep breath as we press into the ground and lift. Exhale as we lower, elbows in. Inhale, press, lift. Exhale, float down, lower. Inhale, press, rise. Exhale, float, lower. Inhale, float up. Exhale, float down. Inhale, float up. And as we exhale, back to downward dog. Feet step just a little closer, press down with our heels. Bending our knees, inhale, look forward between our hands. And at the bottom of our exhale, walk, hop, or float our feet up to our hands. And let's inhale, lift our heart. And exhale, fold. Bend our knees, sit back in a chair, lifting our arms. And then rise on up, open lion's breath. Team Gryffindor. As we bring our hands into our hearts, let's take a 22-second drink break. Notice how you're feeling right now. All right, super friends, let's take our arms out to the side. We're gonna do left elbow underneath the right. And then crossing at the elbows, and perhaps your body will allow you to bring your palms together. And if not, just bring the back of your palms together. And we'll take a deep breath and lean up and back, lifting those arms up, hands by your nose. And as we exhale, folding forward, let's bend our knees, feet together. Inhale, rising up to neutral. Once again, hands to our nose, lean up at the back. And as we exhale, folding over ourselves, bend those knees. Begin to deepen our squat here. Sit nice and low. Inhale, lean up and back. And as we exhale, come forward, sit low, hips back, holding over ourselves. start to drop our center of gravity into that right leg. Let's lift our left leg and cross that left knee over the right, tucking our toes behind for eagle pose. So coming back up to center, standing in our eagle. Looking through that third eye, cracking out of that horse egg, and release. Let's stand in our victorious mudra for a moment. Just legs open, arms open. Victory is ours!
Victory is ours!
Super friends, Galactivate! And just enjoy that feeling. Yay, we won all the things. Yay! We accomplished. We satisfied. We succeeded. Yay! Happily ever after. Om Namah Shivaya. Bring our hands together in our hearts. Bring our legs together. Just notice how you feel and the differences between the sides. And then we're going to take our arms and now bring the left elbow underneath the right. Is that the opposite way?
Yeah, the other way.
Right elbow underneath the left. There we go. And palms together. Noticing what this does to our nervous system as we bring our hands to our nose and lean up and back, lifting those elbows. And then as we exhale, folding forward, dropping our nose down, beginning to bend our knees. Inhaling, lifting those elbows, leaning up and back. And exhale, bending those knees, leaning forward. Wind shower, lifting those elbows, lean up and back. Deep breath. Oh. And as we exhale, bending those knees, folding into ourselves. Feet are together. Deep bend. And now breathing, coming on up through neutral, lifting that right leg. We're going to cross that right knee over the left and tuck those toes behind. Pressing those palms together, elevating our drishti upward. Looking through that third eye. Visualize that eagle egg cracking open today. Om Namah Shivaya. Hatching out of that inner state, our divine yoga, our yoga mastery, our samadhi Buddhahood is cracking open today as we release our ego. Legs open, arms up, victory is ours!
Victory is ours!
Super friends, Galactivate! Clapping those hands together, bring those legs together, hands come down our center line, bowing to our heart. Just tap on our heart. Visualize your divine mother's side, the Ida Nadi, and your divine father's side, the Pingala Nadi, right? And that center, that authentic you, the Sushumna Nadi, forming that triangulation, left, right, and center. Om Namah Shivaya. As we bring our arms up, lean back, thanks. Exhale, swan dive, folding forward, hands come down, tuck our chin. Inhale, lift our heart. Exhale, let's step ourselves back into a plank. Shifting our weight forward, lowering on down to the ground. Let's peel ourselves up into a sphinx. And you can interlace your fingers and just roll your wrists around here if you like. Right, and from here we're gonna flapjack over onto our back sides. And then bringing our knees in, let's just rock that lower back from side to side, making little circles. Let's bring our feet up to the sky, and then begin to rock ourselves back into a plow. So bringing those feet back behind our head. Hips up high, hands to our back. Feet down to the ground, elbows in, coming up onto our shoulders. Engage your root, move on to your belly and your neck, the Mahabandhas, all three. And then if you like, if it feels good, you can bring your feet up over your hips. Shoulder stand. Deep breath in and bringing those feet back behind for plow. Releasing our hands down, slowly lowering. Let's cross our right knee over the left and squeeze those knees in. And when we get here, make circles with our ankles. One way and the other way. And then extending our right shoulder up and back, let's drop our knees over to the left side. Breathing through center. Before we do the other side, let's bend those knees, press into the ground, lift our hips high, taking a bridge pose, walk those shoulders in towards one another, clasp our hands together, press into the ground with your forearms. Neck is neutral, gaze at that third eye, press with your feet down, engage your root, lift your hips, squeeze those knees in. Om Namah Shivaya. Inhale, come up onto your tippy toes, release your hands. Rock it down one vertebrae at a time. When we get to the bottom, let's lift those legs up. And we're gonna cross the left knee over the right. Bending those knees, drawing them in. Oh, Namah Shivaya. Making circles with our ankles. Om Namah Shivaya. deep breath here, super friends. And as we exhale, we're going to extend this left arm and shoulder up and back and drop those knees over to the right side, extending our upper body to the left. Deep stretch.
Grab the pen.
Inhaling, coming on back to center. Bending those knees. One more bridge. Press into the ground, lift your hips, walk those shoulders in, interlace the fingers the opposite way. Press on down, squeeze those knees. Engage the Mahabandhas, all three. Root, belly, neck. Gaze at that third eye. Visualize yourself bridging the worlds between dimensions with your super yoga vision, your sixth sense, and your open third eye. Om Namah Shivaya. And coming up onto those tippy toes, releasing ourselves down to the ground. If there's anything else you need now before we go into our final resting pose, our Shavasana, you want to give yourself a fish pose, get some water. More breaths. And then we'll meet on our back side, super friends. Head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Just let your arms and legs fall open and away from one another. Bring your gaze, your drishti, in and up at that third eye. And then exhale, release, let it go. Let your face, your head become light as air. Your neck become filled with light. Your arms, pure light, your chest cavity, your heart, your inner organs, pure light. Your hips, your water body, your emotional body, pure lightness. So relaxed. Pelvis, your legs, your thighs, your knees, your shins, your calves, ankles, your heels, your soles, pure light. Your hands, your arms, shoulders, pure light. Your heart, your mind, just pure light. As we rest into the silence, and we'll be back for our Galactivation. Rays of light are flowing on through, awakening inside the innermost you. Light is becoming the source of your dream. The light of infinity is awakening. You are all part of the infinite source, recovering, rebuilt, returned, and restored. You are divine, a being with no beginning and no end, coming fully online. This whole universe is your best friend. All of life supporting you, loving you, holding you, containing you. Adoring you, blessing you, showering you, bathing you. And the most beautiful, perfect version of you is awakening from inside. Flooding life. The depths of you is rising with wings of light. You are born anew right here, right now, first moment of the rest of our lives. Perfect, beautiful, immaculately conceived, divine beings made of light. This lightness, this brightness, this sweetness, this highness, this softness, uniqueness is you. Each one a different tendril, a strand of the infinite mind, Creator Hue. Wisdom now showers you. Safety, security, well-being, and worthiness you receive. As this light is blasting, flooding on you from your crown, initiating your being. Pouring into you and filling you up as you simply relax and receive. Merging in yoga in oneness with multi-dimensions of your highest being. Letting this flood you, to you and through you, returning you back to your source. Feeling the joy, the exhilaration of being you in this moment as your higher self pours into your body and into your souls. As you rest in samadhi, you are one with the whole. Simply just being who you are, pure divine, as you connect to the tree of the universal mind. Om Namah Shivaya. So pure, so calm, so mindfully present, blissful, beloved. Dear one, you represent this. And now we begin to come back into our lives, back into this moment as divine humankind, embracing our ability to merge with all time, being loved, being happy, being present. All is fine. And wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, deepening your breath. Rise in this flow. And coming back into our bodies, back into our lives. Stretching our arms overhead, up high. Awakening as that human divine, a physical body filled with infinite light, and drawing our knees into our chest. Feel ourselves embraced, loved, held, contained, and blessed. Your auric field's magnetic to all bliss, grace, and ease, all goodness, all wonderfulness, all prosperity. And ever so slowly, rolling onto your side like a little baby fetus, born alive at this time. And when you're ready, coming up to seated with a straight head, neck, and spine, sitting as the Buddha, still being in this energy, this state of mind. Rolling our shoulders back and down, just be focused on the joy that's flowing inwardly. And observing the way that you feel inside. Inhale, breathe our arms up to the sky. Gather our intention one more time and pull those hands down the center line, bowing to our heart that resides inside, honoring the beauty, the love, the joy divine. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Eternal bliss, we are and I. Divine in me, divine in thee, one eternal light of energy. Magical words, please say it with me. Namaste. Super friends,
Galactivate.
Thank you, super friends. Thank you, everyone online and in person for tuning in. Kristar Galactica, your fairy god sis. Hope you enjoyed the Galactivation. Saint Joseph here with us, Galactivators, Hearts, Unicorns, Light Tribe Nation. You can go to galactivators.com for more fun shenanigans and sign up for our Super Friends email list, or leave us a donation, or pick up some Galactivated yoga gear like what St. Joseph is wearing here, or get our singing bowls imported from Nepal, or check out our music, guaranteed to Galactivate y'all. And we are hoping to be back tonight for our Galactivators live stream, fairies willing.
We'll see.
And in the meantime, stay Galactivated. We'll be back for sure tomorrow evening for our magical musical live stream.
Matt Barnes says that was refreshing.
Yay! Thanks for being with us, super friends. TikTok live, YouTube live, Hearts, Unicorns, Rainbows.
All right,
Stay
much love, y'all.
galactified.